The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's being urged to shoot. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Koundé concedes a free kick for that. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Azar. Oh, super find. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Mbappe. Now it's Pedri. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Deco. Spread out to the left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Pirlo. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Messi. Turan. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Messi. It's played through for him. There's the shot! Goal! Brazil! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's Deco. Barcelona applying the press here. And a chance! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of
Messi! Barcelona with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Lofted upfield. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Deco. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Always onto this. Well, they can break here. And this is Ronaldinho. Brilliantly cut out. Mbappe. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi. Pedri. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. A probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Pirlo. Pedri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Benatia, searching pass he's played there. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe! And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram. Pedri. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard. Oh, super find. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Mbappe.
Brazil can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nesta cuts out the pass. Messi. And it's Hazard. And that was nowhere near his best. And Deco! And it's come back out to him. Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Brazil are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 24. Camisa 8. Camisa 19.
And so we're off again.
Fechando o campo para a entrada de camisa
That is a little
14,
undercooked.
Camisa 25.
Thiago.
Camisa 7.
He's a sharp little ball here. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Brazil take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Brazil do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Pirlo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's their second corner of the game. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That has not gone well. Wits! Thiago has got himself a free kick. It's a Brazil free kick. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Pirlo! They want to be quick to recover this. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Yeah. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just eases him off the ball. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pirlo. Wits. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nesta. Now it's Deco. He's on it, can he get away? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pirlo. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Deco. Wits looking to be a menace in the final third. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Pirlo. Big chance! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Brazil take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the...
It's Dembele! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Nicked it back promptly. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. That has not gone well. Best. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Mbappe. Pedri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pedri. And a chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Flamengo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bonucci calmly anticipates. Oh, super ball! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. Brazil are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Best. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a lovely, neat pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pirlo. And it's Pedri. Vieira. That's an imaginative pass. Not the most accurate pass. Mohamed Salah. Well, they could break here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easy...
Oh, what has happened here? And the shot!
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's been shifted off it. Pirlo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Brazil finding their passes. Mohamed Salah. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Yaya Toure. Knocks it out wide. Knocks it into space. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's taking no chances there. Brazil have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That is a brilliant interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Some resolute defending there. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Half-time getting close now. Brazil looking to pass their way through.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Brazil disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo is onto this. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Brazil are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Messi. A probing pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Bonucci cuts it out. Vieira. Pedri. Now it's Romario. And it's Messi. Now it's Romario. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Still just a single goal between the sides. Ferdinand. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That looks a good ball through. And he was alert to it. So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. No way through there. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Referee has just said play on. And here's Romario. Now it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Great vision. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Camisa 20. Camisa 24.
Best. Well, they've got it again. And this is Romario.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, this looks sharp. And he was quick to react. Romario. Best. Chouameni. Oh, it's Dembele. Not much subtlety about that challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Goes for a shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that pass isn't the best. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Salah. Thinks one through. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. He can run onto that. It's Dembele! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now he's off and running. Romario, and this is Messi, just eases him off the ball. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. O'Shea, and there's his chance to lead the counter. And that's that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
It's just beyond his reach. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto'o, he's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Turan. Mateus. That has not gone well. Vieira. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Eto'o. Taken back almost at once. That's a throw. Knocks it into space. Vieira. And it's Pirlo. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. He's played it back. Eto'o. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Bergomi. Not the most accurate pass. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bullet! Magnificent! A finish of true class! And it's Spain who take the lead. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that has been clubbed away. Oh, this looks sharp. Has a look and plays it forward. Mateus. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pedri. Ibrahimovic. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic always looking for that half a chance. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Can he get on the end of this? It's Eto'o! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's a key interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Pedri. Bonucci. Pirlo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And they win it back again. Best. Vieira. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 17.
And the action is back on the way.
Camisa 19.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at a step.
Eto'o! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Brazil do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Vieira. Best. Spain finding their passes. Vieira. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And Mateus. Best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Eto'o. Best plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Can he get it through? And he's cut it out. Brazil still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. He won't be happy with that one. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bonucci gets over and intercepts. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. Vieira.
Spain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Oh, this is a great position. Shapes to shoot! That's another chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And it's Dembele. Defending was strong and firm. Pullet. Plays the return pass. Pullet. That is lovely. And this is Bale. He is through here. Showing good feet. That's been won straight back. Can he finish? Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And yes, it's him again. Spain find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That is ended up in no man's land.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great ball if he can get there. He's in space and looking for options. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Brazil really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Pirlo, just 5 minutes left. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pirlo chasing after it. Best. Vieira. Pull it. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's through here. And this is Eto'o.
Teremos minuto de
Pedri.
acréscimo.
Ambitious ball here. Now it's Bale. Vieira. So that's it. It is all over. Brazil have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Senhoras, pedimos.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. You're able to enjoy with us here some great scenes at this arena by the river. There is no venue quite like this one. And already we're underway here.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of every...
Mbappe! Oh, it's hit the post! That's a half-decent try.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Ferdinand does well to get it back. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi. Haaland. Pirlo. And smartly reclaimed. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Gets into some space. Cafu plays it in. In again. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Haaland. He shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Haaland. He's having a hit! Pirlo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Thuram wins the duel this time. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Cafu powering forward here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Nicely aimed pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Goes looking wide. Messi. Mbappe. There's the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And they can counter here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's played through for him. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Shot, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Haaland. Sporting look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Xavi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Good take, and is he in? Big chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Pinches it off him. Mbappe is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Pullet is herring after that one. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. The less said about that pass, the better.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Thuram moved on forwards. Xavi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Brazil really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Brazil happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 5. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 24. Substituição.
And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, it's a great ball. Real chance! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Camisa 15.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Rijkaard. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Pullet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! And he's lost his man here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's just beyond his reach. Not the most accurate pass. And that's a throw-in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played out wide.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Sporting looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. What a player! He's got himself an absolute peach. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Camisa 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Pele proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, played through for the wide man. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Sporting really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Pullet taking charge of the dead ball. It's a testing moment, this. He has to stop it this time. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Vieira. Cafu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
And this is Bale. That's tidy. It's Bale! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Xavi. Pull it. Oh, that's a key interception. Played back to the goalkeeper. And now the breakaway. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's intervened well there. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. Oh, well played. Bergkamp. Hullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cafu. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Pelé, and here's Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played in with purpose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 17, camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 97, camisa 15. Substituição.
Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Brazil close now to seeing this one through to the end. Played into space out wide.
4 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, terrible pass. And he's away. Pelé. Xavi. Great ball and the shot. That's got him rattled. All hands on deck for this one. Chance for a shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Brazil pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed.
Senhoras e senhores.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Haaland. And it's Eto'o. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard. Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for the run. Gattuso. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. It's Pedri. Passes short and sharp. Gattuso has a look and plays it forward. Neymar. Knocks it into space. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Bernardo Silva wins the duel this time. Pedri. And here's Messi. And this is Eto'o. Oh, that was vital. Neymar. Haaland. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, good spread. Gattuso. Some really good ball movement. Pirlo. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard does well to stand firm and defend it. Pinches it off him. Now it's Eto'o. Gattuso.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Real chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Aos 29 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 11.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Marquinhos makes the interception. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Tries to put... Chance for a shot! He scores! That is It's remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Brazil grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Eto'o is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Drive. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's had it nicked away. Howson. Nicely spread. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Rijkaard. That has been cut short. Driving on and making good progress. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Messi. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Brazil really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 8.
The second half then, just getting going.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Over to the left. Brazil different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now he's off and running. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Pedri.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bernardo Silva. Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rijkaard. Neymar. And it's Bernardo Silva. That ball looks a good one. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Quick look, then plays it in. And he's only too happy to take that back. He's having a go! They want to be quick to recover this. It's gone for a throw-in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Shot, surely! Goal, Brazil! And the comeback is complete. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Brazil get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's good vision. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, he's done very well to take that back. And back to the keeper. Gattuso. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Marquinhos. Borussia Dortmund looking to... He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's having a shot! And he hits the net. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through, and he's in on goal. Takes a shot! Goal, Brazil! And they've got their lead back. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Brazil go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, nicely intercepted. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Haaland.
Borussia Dortmund really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Haaland goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Gattuso. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well measured. Pedri. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. Deep into stoppage time. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win, earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Dembele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.